Images are stunning. This appears to be the moment a tornado moved through Bowie, Maryland this evening. So many families hunkered down indoors. One man shared this video. He says the tornado went right by the front of his house. And to prove just how strong these storms were, you see that trampoline over there? Yep, the tornado picked it up and tossed it into another yard. It was chaos. Good evening. I'm Leslie Foster. Thankfully, we're not aware of any injuries tonight, but those storms were no joke. The National Weather Service confirms 2 tornadoes, one in Bowie, Maryland, the other in Shadyside, which is in Anne Arundel County. The News at 11 team is in weather mode tonight. We've got team coverage of the destruction and the storm threats that still linger this week. We begin with our Colby Satterfield live in Bowie. Colby?
Hey, Leslie, tonight we are in Mike Bishop's front yard where you can see a tree is down, and a large one of that came down in this afternoon's storms. He says this happened quick, and new surveillance video shows us just how fast it happened. Neighbors say it came out of nowhere and packaged.
It was so quick that you had no time to cover.
A home surveillance camera capturing just how quick it was. As you see what looks like a gust of wind blowing toward the tree, taking it down with it, roots and all.
I was looking at the TV and they said the storm, and I'm like, Mike, y'all all right? He said no when he hung up.
Mike Bishop was in the heart of the tornado warning.
I stood up here and looked through the window. I saw when this tree fell, and then I went inside. And then I took cover. And then at the end of it, when we looked backwards, another tree fell.
Not one, but 2 trees came down, but before the storm blew through Bishop's yard, it wreaked havoc near Judy Wilson's home in Beltsville.
The high trees were actually bent over, but was heading to the left side. And the wind and the noise that it was making, I could hear things outside my front door just falling all over the place.
The storm bringing down a tree in her yard too, as well as mailboxes and a swing, leaving neighbors across Prince George's County in cleanup mode and grateful that's all it is.
Never seen anything like it in my life.
And this is just an example of the damage we're seeing from Beltsville to here in Bowie. Lots of damage everywhere you look, all along the sidewalks and the streets here, and we're expecting to see that cleanup start back up first thing in the morning. Live in Bowie, Colby Satterfield, WUSA 9.
They are so very lucky. All right, thank you, Colby. Meteorologist Michaela Lucero is also covering the storm damage in Bowie. She stopped by one home where a tree came crashing into a bedroom.
Yeah, we are out here at Bridal Place where the potential tornado tore through the area. You can see behind me the bedroom of a home that was crushed by a tree. Now, I'm talking with the homeowner, James. James, what's it like to see your bedroom like this?
It's not ideal. I can't really sleep like this. But honestly, I mean, all things considered, I'm glad nobody's hurt in the neighborhood. And these things can be replaced. You know, contractors are out now taking a look at it. But I'm just grateful that nobody got hurt.
And tell me what it was like when the storm came through.
It almost was eerie. It looks like all the rain had stopped. And then out of nowhere, there was a loud rumbling. A white wall of wind came, and you could feel the house shaking. And the next thing that I heard was a boom, and this tree came right through my bedroom. Thankfully, I had been out in the kitchen, and I went outside, and I saw that there had been a lot of trees that had been taken out of the ground.
And the good news is, even with this damage, everybody in the home was safe. All the pets were safe. They were in their tornado safe spot when the storm came through. From Bowie, I'm meteorologist Michaela Lucero. Back to you.
A very close call there. Up next, our Matthew Torres. He's also live in Bowie with another vantage point of what we're seeing right now. Matthew?
And Leslie, there's still plenty of trees down, so the cleanup will definitely be continuing throughout tonight and especially tomorrow, especially when you have large trees like this one that just fell on top of this person's yard. You can see just how big the base is and the root is, and this is just one of several trees down this road. Now, we know for sure that people here are just glad no one was hurt, but no doubt a wild afternoon for many residents.
I just kept praying harder and harder with my rosary.
With her hand wrapped tightly around her rosary, Pega DeMeo cowered in her closet.
No, get in the bathroom.
As a tornado went above her house in Bowie, the cell phone video from neighbor Brooks Parse capturing the intense moments, including when a trampoline propels into the sky.
And when the rain stopped, it got very quiet.
Our treehouse is demolished.
17-year-old Kara Craig was getting ready for swim practice when the large tree in the backyard came toppling down on top of her house.
And then we just heard shaking, like our roof started rattling, and I have a dog and a cat. And so they started freaking out.
It was fast, but came down like a big punch, blowing over large trees and power lines and shaking people's foundation.
I was really nervous because, you know, I'm in the house and I'm not used to something like that.
Almost immediately, neighbors began helping each other. County Executive Angela Alsterbrook seen surveying damage.
This community rallied like you would not believe, and so that is what I'm so proud of with this community.
And that includes this group of Boy Scouts, whose Scoutmaster lives just down the road.
It's pretty good to help out the community and get things done in times of need.
And one neighbor describes that there is a bond between Bowie residents, and that's something that we have seen throughout the entire afternoon. Again, just one of many uprooted trees here tonight. The Bowie mayor telling me that now people should really use this as a good reminder why they should be prepared, especially with weather patterns changing. And as well, Alsterbrook says that Governor Larry Hogan has also extended his support by offering help cleaning up these trees. Reporting live in Bowie tonight, Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.